Hello, and welcome to the Idjit Thoughts On podcast. This is the first day of the Dog Days of Podcasting Challenge 2024. Probably many of you listening to my voice right now are listening from the Dog Days Mondo feed. Welcome to all of you. If you're just listening to my regular feed or the YouTube channel, I highly recommend going to dogdaysofpodcasting.com and checking out one of the convenient links down the left side of the page to get you to the Mondo feed at a provider of your choice. On the Mondo feed, you'll get all the episodes from all the podcasters participating this year. In past years, it's featured rock music, endurance sports, audio theater, cosplay, musings on life, all being just a simulation, dinner and a movie, a mermaid, and some other Idjit. Oh wait, that last one is me, Paul Mackey. This year for the Dog Days Podcasting Challenge 2024, I am going to binge Gravity Falls. I started the show last year, and despite tons of glowing reviews from many trusted people, it has not fully clicked with me after the first 12 episodes. That leaves me 29 episodes to go, which fits rather neatly inside the month of August, plus a little leeway in case things don't quite work out. If you've never listened to my show before, I apologize that I'm starting with episode 13. You can catch up by going to nimlast.org and searching Gravity Falls. Each episode of my show is short, even outside of the Dog Days episodes. I tend to range from 7 to 20 minutes. You'll hear my attempt at a brief summary of the episode, my favorite line or a moment from the episode, and frequently a bio of a significant cast or crew member, along with my thoughts on the episode. Gravity Falls, unlike some of the other shows, doesn't really have a whole lot of recurring segments, so if you have any suggestions, please email them to idjitcastpodcast@gmail.com. I've been doing some watching ahead and some pre-writing to get the ball rolling before today, but I'm planning to have just a little bit at the beginning of each episode that is up to date with the actual day of release. I'm hoping to talk about other Dog Days episodes I've listened to, but can't do that today as much. The Canadian Forces Snowbirds were in Duluth yesterday, and while my afternoon was full of bank runs, shop rent delivery, and shuttling my daughter around Duluth, I did get time to stand outside of the Measure for Measure shop on 4th Street to watch the show they put on. I gather it was somewhat truncated due to approaching hazardous weather, but I did see plenty of impressive flying skills. Alright, I think that's all the preliminaries for today, so let's get into Gravity Falls, Season 1, Episode 13, Boss Mabel, which originally aired Friday, February 15th, 2013. Summary. After a pack of tourists arrive, Stan tries to gouge them for literally every penny, while Mabel tries to be nice and give away a bumper sticker. After a confrontation, Stan and Mabel make a bet. She will run the store for 24 hours, and he will go on vacation. Whoever makes more money wins. Mabel gets down to running the store with the aid of a management guide from 1983, the year that we are currently looking at with WizKids. She initiates a campaign of niceness, allowing Wendy to hang out with her friends at work, letting Suze embody the Mystery Shack mascot, and telling Dipper to go out in the woods and find a real mysterious attraction with the aid of the 3 Journal. Meanwhile, Stan goes on game show Cash Wheel. Suze finds the question mark costume may not be sized for a person of his dimensions, and Dipper's creature find seems possibly to be interested in eating him. Wendy's friends make a mess and injure a tourist child. Stan is having chaotic success at the game show while Dipper's Gremloblin sends tourists packing away in an ambulance, frozen in fear of their worst nightmares glimpsed in its eyes. The Gremloblin later rampages through the store, causing lots of damage. Stan wins $300,000 and goes for the bonus round, while everyone at the shack pitches in and makes the day a success. After tallying all the Gremloblin damage expenses, it leaves Mabel with a $1 profit. However, it turns out the bonus round at the game show is centered around the word please, and Stan does not know it. When he concedes, this means Mabel is the store boss the rest of the summer. Mabel emphatically refuses, having learned there was more to management than she could handle. And my favorite line:
"That man is a self-centered attention hog with no regard for human decency. Get him on TV!"
Who is D. Bradley Baker? D. Bradley Baker voices Waddles in this episode. And while that may seem strangely minor for me to even dig further, he's a legend in voice acting, boasting 609 IMDb credits and counting. First off, he's known for animal work like Waddles, with some impressive roles included. Along with last time's Jeff Bennett, he was Gnocchi the Cat on Curious George. He voiced various creatures in both Avatar The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. He is Tik-Tok the Crocodile in Jake and the Neverland Pirates. And no need to ask where he is, he's right here, playing Perry the Platypus on Phineas and Ferb. But you don't need to look in just the animal kingdom for iconic voice work from D. Bradley Baker. Back toward the beginning of his career, he was both the announcer and Olmec for Legends of the Hidden Temple. He was nominated for an Emmy Award for his work as Klaus the Goldfish on American Dad. In Star Wars, the Clone Wars film and TV series, he's performed Captain Rex, Commander Cody, and all the supporting clone troopers, and has resumed his work as clones in the Bad Batch series. There are obviously many more roles than I can mention in this brief segment. D. Bradley Baker also plays a role in developing the next generation of voice performers through his website, iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. So what worked? I kind of enjoyed the linear plot. It had an A leads to B leads to C in a logical fashion. What didn't work? I didn't really like the pat ending where everyone learned a valuable lesson. I know I have come to the series with built-up expectations, but I'm not getting any more from it than an average episode of Phineas and Ferb at this point. Things to ponder. Well, I have been hard on the show recently, and that has been at least some of the delay for releasing episodes. Of course, now that I'm on a binge, the pace of the episodes is artificially accelerated, so hopefully I will get to the good stuff over the course of this month. Next time is Gravity Falls Season 1, Episode 14, Bottomless Pit. Is it subtitled, Seuss Goes to the All-You-Can-Eat Buffet? Happy hunting! You've been listening to the One Idjit's Thoughts On podcast, produced by Paul Mackey in association with Nimlas Studios. Any short clips of audio from shows is included under fair use for commentary purposes, and copyright for that content remains with its original copyright holders. The theme song is Too Good by Jack Mangan and is used by his generous permission. One Idjit's Thoughts is produced under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 4.0 International License. You can find more episodes of this podcast and many other fine podcasts at nimlas.org. You can contact me by emailing idjitcastpodcast@gmail.com or commenting on episodes at nimlas.org.
Let's make our own memories.
Ah, yes, the 80s, the days of executive women with giant padded shoulders.